Hello. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Yeah. Loud and clear. Rest- yeah. It's been a while. Where did you leave off? We were talking about it last time, but I can't recall. You said so you're like midway through Castle. If that. Okay, so we did her section already. Okay, I couldn't remember. Yeah, that's it's coming back to me now. Yeah, it's been like at least a month since I played it, but I think I remember. I got it. I've been in Skyrim world for too long. Is that where we start streaming it? Or you start streaming it? YouTube. Yeah. Because I remember that last time when you were asking for help and I'd be like a minute behind. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm clicking on it. Okay, you're live right now. Okay, you're live right now. Oh, I don't want to hear myself. So far, the menu looks fine. It's not like skipping or anything like that, as far as I can tell. Yeah. No, go ahead. Go for it. Besides support, technically. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Looks okay. You just fired? Like, this 2-3, yeah, that's fine. That's it's like a I think it was like because you were streaming on the other thing. It was either I'm with you, but it's like stuttered, or there was like it was fluid, like a minute behind or whatever. I don't know if that like that's yeah. Yeah, you'd either figured it out at that point. No, it's full screen. I assume you're reading it in 4K, but I'm not streaming. Yeah. You have a preview window to look at of what view. Okay, so you know what I'm seeing too. All right, well, at least if you know. Did you save Ashley? It's been. Yeah, and then she. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. All right, yeah. Okay, so you did play as her. All right, let's come back now. Um, you can go back to her areas where you were exploring as Ashley to get extra items if you want them and treasures, or you can just keep plowing ahead. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if there's anything down there besides like the blue medallions, and I don't think there's like a special gun. It's probably just more resources and treasures. Um, but yeah, if you want to keep moving ahead, that's fine. No, you were going the right way before. Yeah. So if you go back to no, not down the stairs, but the other doorway on the top, because yeah, once you go into that that doorway, if you go right, you go to the Ashley section. If you go left, you keep going forward in the game. Yeah. Let me check mine too. Yeah. Oh, oh my god. Hey, not that much. On the tired side, but I'm awake. I'm just like sluggish today, so that's probably why. It was. Oh, you got bugs. I'll do good. I saw a buddy I hadn't seen in a while. Friday night. It's been a couple months, so it was good to see him. And then yeah, it was good to catch up. It's somebody I used to work with. And then yeah, I went and bought recreational marijuana yesterday, the first time in like 8 months, and kind of I lost my mind. No, I went myself because I had nothing to do like for most of the day in the morning until I saw him later. But yeah, that was a mistake. You can, yeah. Oh, he hasn't mentioned anything, and neither is his fiance, and she's pretty like. Oh, yeah, I mean, like this. Are you just talking about the general stuff that's happening in France? I would. She would probably describe it as it's as crazy as it is here, probably. But because they had like the riots and shit in France or in Paris, um, which I think she has some family there, but where they're gonna have the wedding is gonna be in a town that's like further away. But that's also it's not until like it's more than a year away. It's not until like September 2024. Um, but no, she seemed okay about it. But they're not spiders. They're just bugs. And they are in the original. They're just more polygonal in that one. I think they're actually like they're featured more in this version than the original too, or it just seemed like that way. Because they're kind of like throughout the rest of the game, off and on. The shotgun's probably the best for those guys, like with most things, because they take low health, but they swarm you, and shit. I know, yeah, I would probably be worse if I started playing right now. Like I'm completely off of like how it feels and everything. Um, but I always like opted to use the gun you're using now. I always use the sniper rifle even when it's not warranted. I know. I even like take the scope off and just use iron sights if it's like close range shit. And I was you can remove it in your inventory if you go to your case. And you can just unequip it, and then it'll be iron sights. I like that because it's like playing Call of Duty at that point. You just have to be a good shot. But it's like you can kind of like know your surroundings a little bit easier, and it's faster. Or it just seems like that way at least. Yeah, there's an achievement in the game if you like dodge 5 of those guys, I guess. I mean, it happens a lot, like where there's like one that like it looks like stone, but it like comes alive, and it gets me every time. Like I think I've like evaded it like twice, even though there's like certain ones where they like set it up where it's like I know it's coming.
This the way?
What the fuck are you supposed to do? Maybe go up that yellow ladder that was on the other side of the crevasse. You have to like hit like a lever or something to open up the door. Yeah, it's that yellow ladder that's like to the right of you. Yeah, you get to go around and then go up. It's like a middle, yeah. Oh, there's a treasure right there above your head. Yeah, in the tunnel. You can just knife it, you don't have to even waste it. I'd probably be like, oh yeah. Yeah, it's only like 2 seconds. So it's not like I said that, and you're already like... I remember the Resident Evil 3 one we did a couple of years ago. It was pretty close. It was because I would go. I know that was insane. That was because I remember I was like guiding you through like the hospital section where there's like a lot of enemies. I'm like, go left, go right. The hunters, yeah. So you want to? It's like under the stairs from where you're up. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I still have my account. other one that jumped out, yeah. I can... Yeah. Yeah, you just don't know where to come from. I can judge how far we are apart by your screams. It's like he just got sneak attacked. Oh yeah, there's probably like waves, measures. Did you get that? Yeah. I don't know if I ever got that one before. It doesn't look familiar to me. Huh. You can't get to that merchant yet. You will be, though. You're gonna come from the other side. I actually really haven't played Skyrim that much this week. It's been work. I saw my buddy, saw my brother. Smoked a joint. Oh man, yeah, I wouldn't recommend. When was the last time you like smoked marijuana? Like over a year? Yeah, because that's what happened to me, and it made me more tired, or just kind of like, yeah, like that I thought it would, because it was like a lot. It was like overstimulation for me. It was just like, this is too much. And the paranoia hit for some reason, for no reason, like really hard. Yeah, like more than I thought it would, because I got it from the place that's near me in Watertown, and it said like it boosts like euphoria, and it also is like calm and like muscle relaxant, which I kind of anyway. Like I wasn't specifically seeking it out, but I was like, oh, my like legs hurt, and I kind of like something to calm me down, and it did the exact opposite. At least the initial kind of like hit with it. Which is why I don't do it that often, because I'm just like, either it's great or it's like terrifying. And I got the terrifying. Man, yeah, that's. I was like, what, good thing I didn't watch that movie. It would have been really scary. It's weird. Ah! I just like lose my mind. Yeah, I remember like when I started doing it, at least once a week, maybe like a year ago. I'd always put on a movie I'd like if I'm by myself, like I know. It still like makes it like I'm watching it again for the first time in a different way. It's just like it really is. It's like I know what's gonna happen, but it's just like the feeling of it's hard to explain. Because like I remember watching like the first Jurassic Park, I'm like, this is scary as fuck. This is really scary. Dinosaurs are scary. And then like other movies that had like the complete opposite effect. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's like the behind the scenes on it or whatever. Yeah, where it's like they actually shot footage and stuff. Because it's like a 20-minute ride, and you got like Arnold Schwarzenegger and whoever else to like actually be in it. I mean, he was James Cameron at that point, though. So if you made Terminator 2, I guess you can have you can get him to show up on your set. Now he can do whatever he wants. Oh, by the way, I kept on trying to remember to bring it up to you. I finally watched Avatar 2. Way better than the first. way better. And I was gonna watch the first one again because I hadn't seen it in a couple of years prior, but I was like, no, I remember it.
Gotta be a way to load
I
controls.
saw it 2 times in one day, I think. I don't remember. No, I thought I was gonna hate that part because I asked you to tell me what happened in it, and you told me that. Oh, that sounds retarded. And then watching it, I was like, he's like my favorite part of the movie. I knew I was gonna probably generally like it. I didn't think I was gonna hate it because I was like, it's James Cameron's, like, he can make a good movie. Even the first Avatar, it's like hit or miss. It's like it's still like good. But this one is pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it, and I didn't know where it was gonna go, like on the details and everything. And it visually is like way superior than the first one. It's like, I guess to like the person that wouldn't be looking at things like that, like that aren't us, might think they look the same. But I remember watching clips from the first one after that, and I was like, no, it is. And I didn't even see it in the movie theater too, which I kind of wish I did. I'm kind of regret not watching that in the movie theater in 3D because there's certain parts of that movie it's like, oh, that looked probably amazing on a bigger screen. It's like, I think you have to kill them, but the weak part is their back, and they can't see you; they can only hear you. So, there's an evade, but it's only triggered when like you're getting attacked. You have grenades too. But yeah, there's like the whole part at the end when they're like under the boat that's sinking or whatever. That looks really cool. Of course there's a boat sinking because James Cameron. I understand why it's like he's like, we have to shoot this at the bottom of the ocean. It's just like, why? But it was hard to tell like what was real and what wasn't, because I imagine they should. It seemed like that because it was too consistently like good across the board. And I was like, well, none of the characters are real. What else happens in the movie? Yeah, because it does a good job like reminding you of what happens in the first movie if you hadn't seen it in a while at the top. So I kind of liked that because it's been so long. It's like, oh, he has a family now, and then it's like, remember the fucking general man that hates everybody? Well, he's a blue person now. And then like they're I'm trying to remember what was their plot? Like, was it just try to kill Jake Sully the whole time? Was that? Yeah, it wasn't like any bigger thing where we have to go get like the special material. I mean, there's a little bit of that, but it's not like the center. He just wanted revenge. So he goes and burns down like a bunch of the aqua, like Navis, like towns or whatever, which was interesting. I didn't know they were actually like supposed to be like different species of them until I saw it. I was like, oh, there's like water ones, and then I remember you telling me there's like gonna be fire ones probably. Oh, and it's like all about, it has like an anti-whaling message for some reason. It's like a thing from the 90s almost. Or the movie's been being made for so long that it's just like their themes are out of date. But it's like, yeah, we have whales where we basically find one part of their brain that gives you like unnatural life, like extends your life forever or whatever the fuck they say. And then, yeah, everybody hates the rogue whale the son likes or whatever because they thought he murdered everyone or something like that. I'm trying to remember. And then it kind of ends dark where they kill his kid off. Oh, I hate it. He was my least favorite part of the movie. Because he's the legitimate son of, like, the general guy, right? Because just like makes no. Well, I mean, I guess you could make sense of it because you never see that, but it's just like, when did that guy have sex with a lady? I thought they were gonna kill that. I thought the mother, what's her face, was gonna kill him, and I was like, because she becomes like psychotic, like where she, I was like, I thought they were gonna make her like a kind of a bad guy at the end, but they didn't. They didn't do that where he lets him go, and then yeah, and then I thought what you said where he was gonna join him, but he doesn't. But I don't. We Yeah, that was weird. I was trying to like wrap my mind around that. Where I was like, okay, so this new daughter is supposed to be Sigourney Weaver's daughter or something, or it's like it was weird. I was just like, what's happening in the movie right now? I'm trying to remember what else. Yeah, there's like a lot of setup to everything. I'm just trying to, like, because now he's making probably more than, because he was gonna end it with a third one if this one didn't do well, but it did. 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. I wonder if it's like if it didn't do well, it's like he can like kind of condense it into one final. He'll do, yeah, exactly. He'll do like a high budget Shenmue where it's like we'll just end it here, even though Shenmue didn't do that because it didn't end. Because you do not apprehend what's his name, Shang Li, whatever.
All the words.
Oh god, what's happening in this game right now?
You sick!
Oh yeah, that's right. The Quantum of Solace. The Japanese were very into that movie, from what I hear. I like this scene better in the original.
Senor Kennedy.
Oh no. Maybe if he can just climb, use all his upper body strength, he can climb all the way back up. Well, that's something like Kojima would make, where it's like you have to press X for like 10 minutes to get up.
I'm coming for you.
well, while like Snake Eater's playing in the background or something. And if you like fuck up, it makes you start over again.
Gave up the ghost.
Just so you know, there are more bugs coming up. Yeah, they're not like different or anything. They're just kind of the same model. They're the same model through the rest of the game. They don't like transform into even creepier bugs. I promise. Like I promised on, you know, anytime I recommend an anime movie, it won't open the same way. I thought you did. I must have been talking to someone else because that name stood out to me, and I watched it. And I was like, Zack recommended this to me, but I can't think of any of my friends that watch anime regularly like you. And I don't think it was my brother, even though he's watched the Ghibli movies. He never brought that up because I asked him to, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, who the fuck? Did I just like fever dream? I might have. Because I remember seeing the poster for it, or the graphic for it on HBO, and I was like, huh, what's that? It's under, because I was just like, I'll just watch any Ghibli movie, whether what's the director or not, because I'm sure they're all at least fine. And then I think I looked it up, and it was like, because that one got nominated for an Academy Award, I was like, well, this is probably one of the better ones then, if it got that amount of recognition. And yeah, I don't know where in my brain I thought you said you recommended. It's called, I think I fucked up the name when I told you, but it's called When Marnie Was There. I think I said Marnie and Me. You did. Yes. So yeah, I said Marnie and Me, which is about a dog. But Marnie was there. You brought it up though, so yeah, okay. So I didn't. misremember that. I was like, I swear to God, someone told me that. It had to have been Zack. Yeah, I watched it like 2 weeks ago or whenever it was. I liked it. I thought it was like sad and nice. The Rook. I didn't know if I called what the twist would be, but I feel like it was coming. Where it's like, oh, it's her grandmother that is her, and yeah, her mom died or something like that. Because it's like I knew she was a ghost. I think it's from what you told me. I mean, just looking at the description, and the movie very much states that she's clearly a ghost. Yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those like breezy, just like it's not huge stakes, just nice feel good movie. That's pretty much their MO, like when they make movies. Or yeah, or yeah, it's just like yeah, it's just like an isolated thing. I don't know. I like anime with some schmaltziness, so that's just me. And every time I watch one of those movies, I'm like, nobody can do backgrounds like whoever their background people are. They do them the best. It's just like it's like a watercolor, like amazing, like vistas. Or I was just like, I love 2D animation so much more for that. I think that's a big reason why I like those kinds of movies because they do like hold on a lot of shots where it's like you're just kind of looking at like awesome painting. I'm like, wow, this is great. It's like takes its time. It's not too aggressive or fast paced. Even like the bigger, more actiony ones are feel like that, where they're not like too like insane and like trying to like keep like a child like entertained, where you just have like things happening all the time. But I still gotta watch that Mario movie and see what I think about that, because I know you don't like it, but I gotta know. I know, I have both of you saying it was bad, so that's two. God damn it. I got what? So I'll probably love it. I'll be the contrarian between the three. Because I'm gonna go with lower expectations, and I'm gonna go to my way of being like, if it's different or weird, I'm gonna make that positive in my checkbook. Because I always gravitate towards movies like that. But then again, Mario movie is like $1 billion hit that the general public like, so I don't probably like it. I don't know. I don't like based off the last Mario movie they made. You can only go better than that. You can't. I've just been forced to like it. Oh, Charlie Day. Oh, John Leguizamo. I know, he played a great Italian or something.
Oh, nothing but way.
You do have a mini boss fight coming up, by the way. Which you technically can't have to fight, but you can wait him out. And I'll explain more once you get there. Any like game news that was released this week
Got a selection
at all?
of good things on sale, stranger.
There's like, is there any big announcements? I don't think so.
Thank you. Good as new.
The last thing I remember was like the Nintendo Direct thing that happened a couple weeks ago that you told me about, that I watched bits and the only thing from that I was interested in was Super Mario RPG.
There you are, as you wish.
That was unexpected because I'm like, that is I played through probably most of it. I didn't finish it, but I really like that one a lot.
Try that on for size.
So it's
Anything
happy
else
to. I
come
might
back
grab that when it
anytime.
comes out.
Welcome. That
And then
cash
yeah,
in
there was
your
like the other.
pocket
It was like a new
or
Super
your
Mario
life.
U, but not
Easy
really.
choice.
But like another side scroller, and then they have like a
That
Peach game
there's
that they don't know
pretty
anything. They
big.
didn't say anything about, and
Enough
then
to
like
get the job done.
I think that was it.
Better to be over prepared. Wield him. Don't get yourself.
Oh, we should be. Okay, Death Island better come out soon here. I'm gonna look it up. I know it comes out in like a couple weeks, or no,
Feel
probably this
welcome.
weekend or something like that.
What you see is
I
what
think
I've
it's
got.
1 week
Stock it
away. I
up
think it's like
while
the
you can.
21st. I could be
Wise
wrong.
choice.
I'll look that up too.
Come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta. Well, I mean, we could still go. I gotta see if Brett, because Brett was saying that he might be away. So no. When will Death Island? It will not be released. Well, it's not going to be. Okay, Death Island will not be released theatrically in the United States, but how can I watch it? No, I don't think they've ever. I mean, not a wide release, at least. I think they learned their lesson from the last live-action Resident Evil movie. Another one, like a one. Are they? Is it a sequel to the last one that came out? All right, so Death Island's already come out in Japan last weekend, on the 7th, so it's already out there. So, oh yeah. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen right now. Oh. Is it going to Netflix? Is that it?
Fuck. Not good.
There's like one article saying that like Death Island might be streamed on Disney Plus. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not going. It's not. I don't think those audiences exist on Disney Plus. They would make it woke and terrible if they did that. No, Jill, I respect you like every other woman. You are my equal. Well, Resident Evil's never really been that misogynistic from this get-go, but anything is probably known for making women stronger characters, if anything. It's just like Leon might say something slightly sexist.
Something wrong with the power?
Mostly all the women are coming on to him in the... That should have been what he said. Maybe we can do some overtime. I was so pissed they didn't do it in this one. Actually, maybe they did. I don't remember. I'll keep that. Maybe they did. I would remember if they did. You have to freeze him, which makes him more vulnerable to damage. So if you're gonna shoot at him, freeze him first if you can, and it's through the... No, he's just fast, and he hides in the ceiling. It's like the original one. Well, then it's all new to you. So when you hit the green button, it's like, do it when he's like right on you, because it's like a small diameter that it covers. And the freezing doesn't hurt you, so you can just sit there. But you can only do them like twice on each one. It's like a limited amount of times, and there's probably like 3 or 4 of them. Something like... I mean, you can't... Actually, I think you still have to keep going forward to trigger the rest of the boss fight. I don't think he's going to come out yet until you keep going forward. Which I also believe is like the original. Which is the other way from where you're going right now. Because the idea is you want to start that elevator. And then there's like an invisible timer that goes off. So it's like you can fight him or just try to evade him, and then the elevator will come regardless. But I always kill him, so I don't know how long it takes if you just wait him out. Alright, yeah, then you go through there and keep going. This is like the only like real quick time events in the game too. Because I feel like I mean, based on how the boss fight works, you can't really avoid it. No, you keep going, you keep moving. You just have to dodge his attacks. Don't, just keep going where you're going. And just be wary if he might attack from the top or bottom. It's just gonna be like the B button or whatever. There's like another switch in this room that you have to hit. And then it triggers like the elevator slash like boss fight, yeah. Alright, so power's restored, and then I think you might have to go to the elevator to actually turn it on. So I would head towards there. And then yeah, make that your main thing. He's gonna attack you, but just yeah, you can leave him there to the frost thing to see if you can get him. I haven't tried it yet, but if it's anything like the original, if you freeze him and you have a rocket launcher, it's a one-shot kill. You can melee attack him too when he's in that state. When there's the icon over his head. Yeah, I just run to the elevator and just get that going. Oh, do you have to hit the wheel, the valve? Yeah. It's so slow. Okay, so okay, it's triggered now, so you don't have to do. I thought you had to manually hit it. No, shotgun would be very helpful right now. Yeah. You have the rifle, which is pretty awesome. Nope. Yeah, so at this point, it's like just kind of go around, see if you can get supplies, and either kill him or wait for the elevator. I don't know how much you can use on assisted.
I think you need to chill out.
Imagine. There you go. No, I think just generally just shoot at him. As far as I know, it's not like his head or anything like blowing on him. It's just like when he's not frozen, you can't. I don't think it really does much, if anything.
Playing hide and seek, is that it?
There's ammo in there too. Wow, good timing. Get him. It really does, especially once you have it fully upgraded. There's like a perk where it doubles the damage as like the exclusive perk you can get. which I got because I just kept using it all the time. Even like situations where it wasn't like warranted, I'm just like, no, I like this gun. Yeah, I think it's like 2 times ish. So it's like maybe 3. I don't know if it's different on different difficulties. So that one's done. I think you can, but I don't know how much damage it does. You have grenades. So you can try that. So, looks like you did something. Oh, it might be dead. Oh no, it's still alive. Yeah, I think your attacks are more. This is the first freezing one you did in the room where you initially showed up, like, or where you hit the button to restore power. I don't think you used that twice. I thought, well, you did one twice. Maybe it's only a limited amount of times between all of them then. Well, you can keep attacking them, or you can... Oh, the shotgun shells there too, on that barrel. Use the bazooka! Just wait for him. Go! Now! The elevator's here, but see if you can kill him still, I guess, because you do get a treasure if you do. Or you could just run for it. Oh, you have like a high impact grenade too. Oh, yeah, the Magnum. Yeah. One bullet, but. Is he dead? Is he dead? No? He probably got health left, right? Oh, you can use it again. Use that grenade. Oh, he's dead. You got him. Good job. You got a gold monocle. Was that work? I remember getting something different when I beat him. Yeah, it was in the where you restore power. Yeah, it was like on a barrel that you'll see, like, that's in the middle of the room. I watched the Indiana Jones movies this past week as well. I haven't seen the new one, but you saw it, didn't you? And you said, what did you think about the new one? Okay, yeah, because I watched Crystal Skull and I was like, this isn't that bad. I mean, it's really, like, boring. Well, the second half is, like, ridiculous, but... Yeah, the anthill, I forgot. I hadn't seen it in so long, I forgot about that part. And I was like, well, you need the gross out moment, and that's that moment. And I was like, I don't think fire ants do that. And if they do, then how have they not taken over the planet? Yeah, it's like some enemy or creature. But even just watching Crystal Skulls, like, it's like 15 years old or more, and it's just like, he's old then. Yeah, people were like making jokes about it, where because he was like in his mid-60s, and in this new one he's 80, which I guess is part of the movie. But I'm just like, I don't know. After watching those first 3, I'm like, you can't really get better than that. And I'm not like a big fan. I do like them, but I was just like, I hadn't watched them in a while. I was like, well, the new one's out.
Who has
After
joined us in communion
And now she is of our flesh, of our blood.
Was that the third one?
My faithful disciple will show her.
Connery.
Go now.
Who just like hates his
Deliver
son
these
at first, and they both have sex with that hot Nazi chick. It's just like, she's a Nazi, but kind of a hot Nazi though. And then I don't know which one's my favorite one out of those three, at least. I like Temple. I think Temple of Doom is my favorite too. Which everyone says it's like the first or third one. I think the Raiders is overrated. But I really like Temple. I do too. I like Temple of Doom a lot. Mostly, I think I watched it on Disney Plus, and I could be misremembering, but I think they might have taken that part out. I don't remember. They had the basic scene, but I don't remember, and I know that scene because I had it on DVD. And I was like, I can't remember if they took out the monkey brain segment because it's just like cutaways and stuff. And I was like, you could cut around that, but they had a bunch of other shit in there where I'm like, well, they didn't censor that, so I don't know if any like it didn't. Maybe they did. I don't know. I just don't remember it.
In that case,
Because that's I was like kind of like worried to watch on Disney Plus because I'm like, are they just gonna like just fucking
let us rescue the princess
censor
Dulcinea.
everything, which would probably
Hurt yourself.
Hey, that was my lance.
they're all PG,
Hurry, I get it.
but that was like different ratings at the
Why help
time.
me though?
Well, there's like people say like Temple of
What's in it
Doom
for
was
you?
like the one that like it wasn't rated PG-13, but like helped make the PG-13 rating because it was like too extreme for PG, but not enough to be like an R really. It's like have something in between. Because I mean, they do take someone's heart out and burn a man alive. And then like they throw like a shish kebab at like an Asian man or something like that at the beginning.
Something new for you.
Yeah, this is like the most James Bond
Why not
moment in
try
it
your
too.
hand at a new gun,
Which I liked.
stranger? Might good as new.
Yeah, I don't know, I like the ending of that movie a lot too, where it's like with the bridge and everything, where it's just like they're cornered and you can only cut the bridge to like escape. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
And like watching those movies, I'm like, wow, Resident Evil 4 just took everything from Indiana Jones.
We like
The boulder, the minecart,
Kill a man.
probably a couple other. Like I knew that already, but I was just like reminded. Not just Resident Evil 4, but just video games in general. I'm like, wow, they just fucking took that scene. I mean, like just between like Tomb Raider and Uncharted, it's just like, well, it's just Indiana Jones, but it's like a woman, or it's Indiana Jones, but it's like a younger dude who's more of a grave robber. Different versions of Indiana Jones, like different.
A little harsh.
It probably would have done as successfully if they did that, where they just like they had Harrison Ford do the first three in the 80s, and then like somebody else came in like the 90s or 2000s and just kept going with it. Because it's like
What are you after?
he's not like a deep character. It's just like you can just keep on having different adventures of that kind here. Yeah, and finds treasures and shit like that. Like it's so like easy to like just keep changing the plot every time, and not changing the character too much. Yeah, it definitely could have been franchised into like I mean, I guess it still could, because they're not gonna make another one with Harrison Ford. At least we kind of, I would imagine.
Since when was this a dead end? It used to lead to the exit.
Yeah, I'm just so surprised they didn't serialize it like that. Even in like knowing that like the inception of it was just like a sort of like inspired by James Bond and by a bunch of other things, but
What do you want to do?
it's definitely. I mean, they got a James Bond actor to be his dad, so it's like you can't not make that connection. Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely does. Like all of them do. I just hadn't watched them in like over a decade. Like I was just like any of them, and I was just like, I should watch them again. It's kind of like in the pop culture right now. And I'll probably watch the new one whenever it comes out on streaming, just to see it.
You got this.
I got this.
The ones with tanks.
I just like Crystal Skull is like the ending is just like his revelation is like knowledge was their treasure. It's just like what?
Those are no joke.
Treasure was their knowledge. I don't know. It's so weird to see like it ends with, like flying saucer, and I'm like, I know there's like the other one where it's like, well, it's just as stupid as like them finding a knight that's been waiting in a cave for like 1,000 years for someone to show up.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
I am good.
Yeah, I mean like Resident Evil 4 is like almost like just an Indiana Jones plot. Just you took out the artifacts part.
You know what to do.
Sure thing.
It's like got like the Temple of Doom thing where it's like we have a cult of innocent people that have been controlled by like mind control from this guy, and it has to be destroyed. Yeah, so you're in tunnels right now, and then you're gonna go back up to more castle area for a little bit. Let me think of what you have left.
Leon, this one's on me.
Appreciate it.
I would say where you are now, you're probably 3/4 away through the castle. Because you have 2 boss fights in between now and then, before you go to the island. Actually, and an optional 3rd mini boss fight too. Krauser? How's it? Oh, nice. The Krauser fight, both Krauser fights in this are awesome. They're really fun. Good in the original too. It's really good in this one. They utilize the knife mechanics though well in this one, with like the parrying and dodging system with him. It's really cool how they deal with it. It feels like Rambo or Metal Gear Solid, I guess, in a way. Metal Gear Solid. No. Sons of Liberty. Or whatever it's called. Just like, I know it's like had a subtitle. I know it was in Metal Gear Solid 2 and The Adventures of the Lale Lule Lo. It should have been that. I think it was done way better. I'm sure Kojima pushed that and they're like, no, we can't do that. He said, no. It's like my favorite video game organization, and I still don't know what they actually do. I just like the video games. There's just so much weird shit he put in the second game where it's just like, why is this in the game? Like, especially the stuff at the end, even though that's like the best part, is like all the weird missions in Scissor 67 and the bikini girl that's in like some sex motel for like a second and it's like really weird. That is like the best part of it. And then like there's like the part on the elevator when you get the samurai sword and it like keeps on saying you fail and then the game actually happens in the corner screen and it's like trying to fucking throw you off. He like did that like what he did in the first game where the memory card thing with Psycho Mantis, he's like, how can we do that again but like just amplify it and do things. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw it's been in my feed because I watched his other two ones. But I kind of want to wait till I play the actual game, even though I know everything about MGS3, so I might just
make
watch it
quick
anyways.
work of that dead end.
Yeah, but the remake, the remake. The upright, but the other two, yeah. That gives me no excuse to not finish the third one now. That's it. Everyone that's played it like you has said that like it's at least in their top 10 or close to it, where it's like one of those like 007. I mean, yeah, from the first hour we played together, and from what I know about it, I'm like, yeah, it's like 60s Bond, and it's very much trying to do that. With, oh, you gotta get out of the way of that. Oh, you did, but no, probably yeah, a checkpoint. I would imagine. I would think. I'd hope so. Yeah. You just have to, once you hit the button, you have to run back to this tunnel, this side tunnel, so you don't get smashed by rocks. I completely forgot that happened. Which I think happened to me the first time I played it. I got, it's like, well, they do this in like every Resident Evil game. Like even back in the first one, there's like the boulders and stuff in the tunnels, which is like. Again, somebody watching the stories, I guess, and was just like, let's just do that.
Handle yourself pretty well. You sure you're just a researcher?
I'm just an
That'd make a good
guy.
video. Every video game reference to Indiana Jones, which would probably be a lot. Yeah.
After you, I insist.
Such a gentleman.
Yeah. Well, that would have been right. And Lucas. Yeah. That's unfortunate, because that would have been right around the time. If it was it the late 2000s? Yeah, because wasn't that like when Lucasfilm like
Is it always like this with you?
or I'm sorry, LucasArts. Yeah, well, you could have just been Uncharted, did the same thing, and then it's like, fuck. So you can kill one of them if you pull one of them into the lava vent that's in the middle with those controls. You just gotta time it right.
Luis, out of the way!
I think you can do it multiple times, but once you kill one, I think you can only do it to one, but it's less than two you have to worry about, so that's better.
Shit, can't get through the armor. Here it goes.
You gotta push. Did you have like a fever dream like I did? You just. I think I did this. Do you remember what it was?
It moved.
When was the last time you beat a game? Like all the way through.
Here it goes.
Resident Evil 3. Oh, did you kill one? Alright, so that's one. Yeah, you can probably get the other one down without... You could probably get him through the lava pit, because you haven't used it yet. If you can, still. I didn't do it this way. I managed to trap one. And then have to just fight the other one.
Where do you think you're going? It moved.
Do it now! Do it now! Please go. Remember the part in RE5 where you have to shoot a machine gun at him for like 10 hours? Professional mode, and if you get hit once, it's like you're dead.
There you go.
It's like those old light gun games.
What are you doing? Hurry up!
It'll fall out. Oh, you got the dynamite, yeah. Oh, they make Lewis so much more important in this version.
Leon, shoot it!
You just gotta shoot the dynamite now. Yeah, or kills him, I forget. Which,
Beautiful! Just as planned!
or you stuns him. But yeah, this part. Yeah, this is good. Nice job.
Perfect timing!
Yeah, that's interesting. I never killed the other one before putting one of them in the thing. But now you could do that. There's probably like some achievement to like if you kill them both without using that thing. Yeah, there was a zip line where it's like went between the because the control unit was on like a tower, so you had to climb up and then you hit it and then or you could shoot from there and then like they rock the thing and then you have to zip line to the other side of the build of the room. But they didn't do it in this one.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess that this mini boss fight's completely optional because when I played the game through a second time, I missed this part and I was waiting for it and I was like, oh, I guess you can don't have to do that, which was interesting.
There, it's open.
Because I was like waiting for it and I was like looking forward to playing it, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, you were mentioning that. You're saying you're playing it in your because the DLC and it's coming out too.
The underground here is sacred to them.
Yeah, I gotta get around to that one too, because for open world games now that's been like fixed and everything, I'm just like I don't know. It looks interesting. It looks fun. Yeah, I definitely like that world too, where it's like Blade Runner. And then, like, anime, I guess, the thing it's taking from.
You're not suggesting we ride this thing.
Do you see any other way? Give us a push, Sancho.
This minecart
Who are you calling
is
Sancho?
better than the original minecart, I'll say that.
There, it's moving. This should speed things up a bit.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, we're in a hurry, right? Oh, by the way,
What now?
Yeah, so you can only use the pistol. So it's kind of like a rail shooter almost for this section. But you do get attacked on both sides by like other mine carts. And you have to, yeah, you have to control it. You can fall off the tracks on this one if you don't do it. Yeah. And there's like obstacles you have to shoot and shit like that. Like yeah. So they kind of, and oh yeah, you can change the track thing. So it's literally Temple of Doom. This is basically what you're doing. It's a fun section. It's in parts too. Would that work in real life? Going from like one mine cart track to another and landing on it. It's like so over, but that's what's great about it. I remember seeing this part in like the teaser or the trailer, and I was like, "Oh, they're bringing it back, and they're gonna go like overboard with it." Because like compared to the original one's kind of boring in what you do. Because like you can't really control the cart, and then like the whole idea is just enemies jump down. But there isn't like ones that are like shooting at you from like other mine carts, and there's not like multiple paths you can take. Alright, so now you go to like just a regular shooter section. And then yeah, you gotta get on and find another minecart to go down. Why Leon doesn't have unlimited ammo anymore, I don't know, but... It's only in the minecart, is the unlimited pistol. That's different from your pistol. There's a treasure there. To your right. There. Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Oh, not this again.
So it's the minecart section you gotta finish up. There's like another big, like, kind of shooting section after this that's like out of the minecart but still in the mines. Then there's a boss fight. Then there's the castle, another castle section. It's not as long, but it's a lot more enemies and like combat intensive. And then another huge boss fight on the island. But from here on out, it's mostly like high fidelity, like kind of like shooting and shit like that, and like less like kind of monotonous like puzzling.
This is kind of fun. More parts. Not looking so good. Hope the cart holds up. Shit! This thing's gonna flip.
I don't know. I don't know that. It's like a kill him. While shooting at you.
End of the line, asshole.
I do like how they bring the chainsaw guy back again. Like the original one too. There's like a couple that come and try to kill you.
Going off the rails! Give me a hand! Hey, the cart's tipping over! Look! You can see where they dug up the bugs!
Oh no, there's bugs.
Ahead! You're kidding. Hit the brake! What? Are you serious? Jump! Oh yeah! Luis! Can I get a hand? Give us a 3, 2, 1 next time, eh, Sancho? Whatever. Oh, man.
Yeah. Hey.
But actually, this works. Oh yeah, let's get on that lift.
Oh, sweet.
No way. Give me a break.
We can make it if we circle around. Come on.
Pain in my ass.
Nice. Nobody. He's like, yeah, he's like, keep your hands on the wheels and off Misty. Hi, I'm Misty. Oh, no,
I knew it. Stay sharp. These guys.
that's like the first mission, or one of the first missions in the game. That's like the first mission, and then after it's like, okay, now you can do whatever you want. Oh, the currency level made no. They fixed that in Vice City. Here's $200 because of inflation. $200 was a lot of money back then. Yeah, but they do give you like way too much money in GT. Yeah, like the first couple of missions, you're just like a cab driver essentially. You're just like, which I guess kind of makes sense, but like they give you like way too much money. Oh, it's Mikey Compary's or whatever, his last lunch or whatever. Yeah, the restaurant. Making his last lunch. But if you can't dent the car or fuck it up, or you get a spray paint it, or you go to paint spray to fix it. But again, that mission gives you like also like way too much time.
Take care of them for me, would ya?
You're like you could fuck it up twice and still like have time to like do it, and then you have to park it in the back spot. I thought you were gonna talk about the 8-ball mission where it's like he has to plant the bomb and you have to like protect with a sniper rifle. Did you never get that far? Oh, okay, yeah.
You got this.
On original PS2. On original PS2. Yeah. 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 Those are fun. I never ended up 100%ing the definitive edition of Vice City, though. I got really close. I don't know what I have left in that one. But it's always like a lot more than I remember. It's all like a lot of like bullshit things where it's like, oh, you gotta go find all the packages, or you gotta go do this. Busy work. I remember you 100%ed 4 and you got a certificate from Rockstar being like, you did it. Yeah, it was 100 pigeons, and then a bunch of other shit. Yeah, I don't know how far. I still want to play that game again. I might. I keep on like I can just download for. Yeah, I can get it. It's a couple gigs too. It's ever since watching that G-Man video. I was like, I kind of miss it. Yeah, that's the thing I want to experience because I feel like they're whether less realistic, they seemed more fun in 4 than. Insane. Sure, those videos where people are playing GTA 4 and they crank the traffic speed up to like 1,000,000,000%, where it's like going so fast, like you can't even like walk anywhere without just being annihilated by a car. Yeah, I've seen that too, and it's been on my radar. It's just after playing 2, I was like, I don't know, I don't get any better than this, but yeah, that's what my brother told me too. I played the opening of it. Yeah, it is, because 2's a prequel. But yeah, I played the opening, like, and then yeah, I just kind of fell off of it because I was in college. And wasn't paying attention to it enough, I guess.
Makes you appreciate tech like this.
I don't get you. Why risk your life like this? You don't know us.
I told you.
Even like OG Xbox isn't bad
Be
either.
straight with me for once.
Los Iluminados.
Yeah, it's not just like a shitty port. It's like it's
There you
like
go.
kind of optimized
Helping the two of
for
you
it,
doesn't make up
which is
for
great
it.
because I'm like,
I
oh, there's
know
still
that.
so many. Because I always go through that library, that giant library. I'm like, oh fuck, there's like all these games I would still want to play
In that
still.
case, you better get serious.
Harsh words.
And there's
for a
games I've
squire.
on there that I'm like, I already own, but I just get them on Game Pass because I'm like, fuck it.
We're out of that hellhole.
Who knew I would have Skyrim at least 3 times?
Gus, we made it all these.
I hope so. I
Yeah,
hope I'm not in that kind of like way of I'm just
Almost
falling
what?
off now and I won't go back to it again. It's been like at least like a week since I've played it. Or it feels that way at least. Uh-oh. Lewis!
Long time no see, rookie.
You're not dead.
Major
I-
Krauser?
But you gotta
What
deal
the
with
hell? Why?
Krauser.
Recovering stolen goods. And killing a few rats along the way. Easy work.
Ashley, it was you.
Catch on quick. Didn't I teach you? Knives are faster. Not good.
This is definitely the most Metal Gear Solid thing in this series. I just feel like the Revolver Ocelot's gonna like. Come on.
We are just getting started, rookie.
No,
Are you
only
being
use-
controlled by
I
that
don't think you
cult?
can even switch.
This has nothing to do with them. I'm a free man who made a choice.
There's health scattered around this area too, just so you know. So yeah, this is where the parrying is gonna become like imperative to like
Major,
being able to beat
you're
him.
not thinking straight.
Because he can block, 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 and then he's stunned, and then you can kind of like get in there and attack.
Show me what you got.
Like now, you can do the main.
A soldier like you. Why would you work for these freaks?
Why? You've forgotten what
This took me a
happened
couple times when I initially did it.
Operation Javier?
And that's probably that's probably the same for me. It's easy. It's just like kind of
Wiped out.
feel it out.
Government let it happen.
Like you've been doing fine so far.
Get
So.
ready. Not bad.
And then you kept. Yeah, it's like there's no point because you're not really getting. Unless you're swarmed, I guess. But like, and then like even the enemies are starting to become more projectile, so you can't even do it.
I know every move. You learn them from me.
Yeah. Which is probably why they remind you in this section where it's like, by the way, you can do this still. Because we're gonna force you. It's kind of interesting that they don't let you use the guns. I guess it's just like this weird, like, no, it's honor if I fight him with a knife only. I mean, it's how I did it anyways in the original, because it just did way more damage than guns up.
Shit. You don't leave me with much choice.
So this scene was all quick time events. Which, this one is an improvement. Because it's like, at the time it was fun, but yeah, this whole sequence was just button prompts. And then the proper boss fight later on in the island section is, I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but it's more similar to that in this one. But this is all like the same idea, but it's gameplay, which I like.
Just like I taught you.
How'd you do it?
Enough play, rookie.
Oh yeah,
Haven't
that's
changed a damn bit. What a disappointment.
Because Ada saves you in the original one.
Not looking good, eh, my friend? And such a loss to the ladies of the world.
Don't talk.
Take this.
Like, no, really, don't.
Go there and remove those damn parasites. Help Ashley.
Leon was all anti-smoking before.
I led a pretty shitty life.
He did. He's like a voice guy's like, I have gum.
What do you think, Leon? People can change, right?
He's done.
That's it? He's dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He did. He dies better in this one than the original, because the original one he dies way sooner, like, and he gets killed in like a less heroic way. He gets killed like the part before you even save Ashley from the castle for the first time, and then it's like he's just gone. So like I remember seeing like the trailer where it's like he was like in the minecart section. I was like, wait, he's supposed to be dead by that point. And I was like, okay, they're mixing it up. So yeah, I kind of like how they changed that up in this one. Because it's like Ada's kind of like their companion at this point. But they kind of moved it to later in this one. And people still hated her.
This Krauser.
Or they just hated the voice actress or whatever. I can't even remember what that was about. People are just like, I don't like it, it's different. I'm just like, well, yeah. Which I mean, now I kind of hope we still get a separate ways deal. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, maybe. I did, and it got highly rated, so it's like, I hope that bullshit doesn't, like, make them be like, oh, let's not do it.
Leon, there's only time to say this once, so listen up. They took your friend to the top of the clock tower. If you
No,
hurry,
I thought it
you
was,
might get
because
there
she
before
does
you
sound
jump the
similar,
door
but it is a different actress.
So you want
Because I was looking it up
after all.
at the time when this
I
was
guess I should be
happening.
thankful.
I was like, because I was like, she sounds kind of the
Yeah,
same.
you should.
And I was like, it's a different, I guess a different person. I think it's the same model for like the visuals, but it's a different voice. Because the Leon is the same model too, from 2. And I think it might be the same voice actor.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, strange. Welcome. Wielding, what can I do you for? Thank you. A deal well struck. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend. That cash in your pocket or your
I wouldn't buy
life?
a rocket launcher.
Easy choice, mate. I'll buy almost anything.
Like for like a rocket launcher, not that I recall,
Try that on
because
for
it's kind of
size.
like in stages. Like where it's like, okay, you fight this part of them, and then you go to the next section, and then you go to like the final section, where it just gives you a rocket launcher anyways.
We like. Good instinct, stranger. Anything else I
The only
can
boss
do?
where I would say like a rocket
Easy
launcher, if you want an
combat.
instant kill, is the one we already fought, or the one you fought in the with the freezing thing. Salazar. Yeah, Salazar coming up, and I don't know how much damage that does on him because he's hard.
I thought it was like an instant kill.
I don't know if it's. I mean, I assume it if you connect, it does a ton of damage. It's not an instant death.
Time.
Yeah, because you got that last boss fight in the castle. Who, like, I guess besides, like, the final boss, he's probably the most annoying, so... It's a lot different in this version, too. But I know you didn't get that far in the original, so it's all new to you. Yeah. Back. Yeah. Well, that will bring you to the next section, but it gives you the option if you want to go grab things that you can get. I mean, you can still go back if you want.
There's the
If
clock
you're not
tower.
locked into this yet.
Hang in there, Ashley.
I wouldn't not recommend going back and getting things. Well, there's stuff you can get, like there's like treasures and stuff on the side. It's kind of like when we first started playing today, where you could have gone back to that Ashley section. Yeah, there's like more because that door's open to you now, and there's another door that's open to you now
Oh, nothing but the finest way.
to get extra shit. And again, this is like, it's not required, but just like if you want maybe more ammo, treasures, or whatever. Through that main gate. He's dead. Oh no, he's not.
Any specific way you're just
It's through that gate that's open on the floor you're on now. You're like looking at it. So through that gate that's open, that gives you another area that you haven't gone into yet. It's like just a side quick area. Actually, no. Did we go through here already?
yeah, this is where the storage.
Oh, okay. Fuck. There is. I just can't remember where it is off the top of my head. Because there's a reason why that door opens. Oh wait, no, you can. You were right. We were going the right way because that's what triggered a cutscene in that room. We didn't get to explore it in gameplay, but now we can. Yeah, yeah, go. Yeah, that's what it was. That's like because when you fall down the well, the Mortal Kombat 4 thing, you can actually like go around that room and pick stuff up. I was just like, this is familiar, but you. No, that's why I was like, wait, is this the right way? And I was like, no, this seems correct to me. I think there's just like a couple more enemies. It's not as crazy as the first time. Well, you kind of already were. Not these ones yet? Alright, well yeah, so now you have the Las Plagas that is like, can turn into a bug. Or like their early stage. For those guys? Probably like pistols. Because they only take like a little bit of damage. I guess if you're like swarmed, then do whatever. Flashbangs are the best things that you can use on any of those creatures, or Las Plagas in general, because it kills everything instantly. It's like enemies that have like a thing sprouting in their head, or those bugs. The little ones, not the big ones. It will just kill them all if they're in the radius. So yeah, there's some shit in here that you can grab. Oh, you can use it. You gotta manipulate it.
I think this is also like an
I'll be taking this.
golden egg.
It might. I'm not sure. I haven't.
I remember seeing that throw the golden egg at his eye. It might be instant kill. Nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I guess this is a real thing.
The golden egg.
Yeah, I'm looking up at. I'm reading an article about it now. I didn't know about this. Just want to know how many it takes.
So I'll totally try it.
So if you throw one egg at him, it takes out most of his health. The weakness isn't a bug, it exploits blah blah blah. I don't think you have to throw it in any particular spot. I'm gonna see if we can find gameplay footage of it to see what they do. And I'll let you know. Someone made a video of golden egg on every boss and what it does. Let's see. Sell it, so. Alright, so if you hit him in his like general body area and he like, swallows it, which if you aim for that, it probably will. It says it takes out 70% of his health and stuns him as well, so you can get even more damage. Like to stab him.
Ooh, breaks over.
And he's definitely one of the tougher boss fights, so that's a huge advantage. Yeah, I was not aware of this. Hang on to. I was gonna say you could sell it or use it for a puzzle to get another thing, but I just hang on to that if it does that. You've got to connect with it though, so you can't miss. Because yeah, it's like he'll take it and then he does like a quick whatever animation where it's like oh, and he like falls, and he can like it's like with any boss where it's like oh now his eyes open and you can go like stab him in the face. But if you have a magnum, then probably shoot it. It's coming up, not right now, but sort of soon. You still got like an enemy encounter to go through, like a big one, and then you're kind of there. So yeah, you got probably like if everything goes well, like 20 minutes.
I'm afraid it ends here.
Give or take.
Expel this intruder!
Shit.
Yeah. Oh shit. That sucks. Tasted. Why do you have Wednesday off? You just take it off. Oh shit, yeah. Wow. 5 years, god damn. Get down and around, yeah. Not like all the way down, but you want to keep the idea is to keep going up. No, you can keep going. Not that way, but like where you have to like kind of time the fire thing and go around that. It doesn't do that much. You can like just throw it and it doesn't do much damage. It's a lot different than the original, where it's just a statue that becomes alive and chases you. This robot, they just kind of truncated it to this. Or it's just like, it has a rotating head that shoots fire for some reason. I never knew the golden egg did anything other than like either instantly kill regular enemies or you just sell it for money. I guess. Yeah, I haven't done one yet. I've only done hardcore. I was in the middle of one that I was playing like a month ago, but I haven't gone back. Because I was kind of like, not done with the game, but just like, I don't know, I want to play something else. But I remember doing the, that with, Village. What was it called? Like, it's Shadows of the Village, or Village of Shadows, or something like that. Whatever the super hard difficulty was. And then doing that as like a knife only. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. The what? Oh yeah, so when enemies get like really close to you, he'll like do that. Because it's cool. It's like that scene from did you ever see the third animated movie they did? Resident Evil Vendetta. There's like one scene where it's like I forget if it's Leon or Chris, but they're shooting at the bad guy, and they're like literally like 2 inches away from each other, and they just keep. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, how are they not hitting each other? It's like even more ridiculous than like The Matrix. Yeah, they're just like they had that scene from like Resident Evil 5, and they're like, how can we make that even more ridiculous? I gotta look that up now because that is like it's even more ridiculous than I probably even remembering it.
Lift. How thoughtful. You don't give up, do you? The lift! Sorry, lift's taken. Shit! Need to drop some weight.
It's so stupid. I just like that. No, it's an awesome. I just like the first comment, one of the first comments on it, where it's just like when the choreography is spot on, but the director's huffing spray paint. Just like it looks good, but what the fuck are we doing right now? It's like literally like they're just running in circles, shooting like not even just like handguns, but like automatic handguns. Which is the appeal of John Wick. I mean, it's like, what can we get away with? I know, I didn't even really know it was a thing until that. It was just like, oh. It definitely is because of anime. That's like, without question, 100% why. It's like when you have like a samurai sword deflecting bullets for some reason. It's anime. Speaking of anime and live action, they made like a One Piece thing. I saw the trailer the other day and I was like, I didn't even know it was happening. Maybe you told me, but I didn't remember. And I was like, what is this? Even more than like, Jesus, they're banking on this. I mean, how big is the fan base in America for One Piece? I assume it's at least fine.
Oh, it's huge. It's like the biggest anime.
It's been going on for so fucking long. Yeah, I'm just kind of scanning over the trailer now. I'm just like, it's just.
Ashley.
Oh, that's where you'd start, I guess. Just to see how it works out.
That son of a bitch.
So it is a show, though. It's not like a movie. Well, this, you think this will succeed or it will bomb massively?
They keep coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like watching it, looking at it now. I'm like, oh, they got the sword guy. There's just like certain things you do in animation where it's like it just doesn't translate to live action.
You'll get some back. Better to be over prepared. Am I right? Good as new. Might want to take care of any leftover errands.
It's like,
This way. Be ashamed to live the rest of your life.
that seems like it's positive in the comments, at least for the top ones. Where it's not like just fuck this. It's not like the whatchamacallit, the oh fuck, the Death Note movie where it's just like, this is terrible. I mean, it's entertainingly bad, but it's not good. Because we took like 3 seasons and condensed it into like 90 minutes. And took out all the like shit that was cool about it. Actually, I don't know. I wouldn't say like that was 100% terrible, but it just was like, it's unfortunate.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Yeah, they did like
Deal
live
well
actions of that. Like they do it to their own shit, and it's also not good.
If you
Yeah.
want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up.
I don't know
This
One Piece
kind
like
of
you,
work
so
is
you have
about
more
finesse,
dog in this than I do.
Little
But you
bit
seem
goes a
optimistic
long
about it.
way. You'll see. Well, don't get yourself killed now.
Oh. You're only halfway through, or a little more than halfway through at this point. Yeah, but all I've seen from the show is like out of context episodes. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. So, still making it, the show too, because I know the manga is still going too. Been saying for like 20 plus years now, or whatever it is. Huh.
And so, I
And
have
like
delivered
fight scene, yeah.
to you as promised.
That's because it's only a TV show still, so
We
it's
tell
like
our Lord
that's not even
to
like
not
movie
forget
level, which is
the
kind of crazy if
loyalty
it
of
got
his
that.
servant,
It's just like, how much do they do? Do these people go to sleep? There's so much work put into it. Have you ever seen like videos or documentaries like how like they make
such a
anime in Japan or manga even, where it's just It's like I work 7 days. I work 8 days a week. Somehow we made a new day. I never see my family.
Utterly uncivilized.
Yeah, I was like watching one on like some small manga company. And it's just like the amount of hours. I'm like it's insane. And they have to like keep putting new stuff out that's approved like on a weekly basis. And I can imagine it's really even like more worse for like animation, where you're just like now you gotta do like a bunch of drawings of that. Are you there? Oh shit. Okay. Yes, it is. Oh, are you ahead of me by more than I thought? Oh, I'm gonna refresh because you're ahead of me. All I want. All right, I'm with you now. What'd you do? I didn't see what happened.
And so, I have to live.
Equip, and then once he comes down, all like creepy, like you want to throw it at him. Like now. Like now.
Leave me out of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class critic is like?
Wait until he gets close. There you go. Okay, stunned. Blast him. Blast him. There you go, he's dead. Nice. Good looking that, and good knowing that, because I did not know about that. You basically took like a boss fight that, if he'd done it regularly, took it like 10 minutes to do. And pick up stuff that's in the area. There's probably like weapon. Just for the island. No, it's multiple. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna clip through. Well, I'm gonna do that next time I play this. I didn't know that was a thing.
I still think my favorite thing was when we played the second time we played professional. Oh wait, if we just shoot, let's go right here for the rocket.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, that was like, wow. The game's like that whole part, which was a great experience up to that point, like was terrible. And then just being able to know that made it way better.
Because it's the stupid part where you have to like
Press
X. Yeah.
It's like it's just dumb, and it's like there's no way around it. So if you just shoot him with a rocket, yeah, you can move on.
Ashley, no time to lose.
So what's next? Am I actually making
What? Wait, what happened?
Oh, no, I'm saying, is that
Yeah, you're at the end. I mean, you're about to go to the final act, or the third act. I mean, there's still lots of the game left, but.
I'm saying probably past the halfway.
Oh, you got it. I'd say, like, at the pace you're going now, you probably have, like, 3 hours left, like without any like getting stuck on anything. Because you got like two. I think it's only 2 boss fights from here till the end.
Perfect. Won't have to swim after all.
Because they took one out from the original, which I didn't like. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to go. I want to see that movie. It just looks so cool. And I don't normally like really give a shit about Christopher Nolan, or I'm not like a huge fan. A lot of people are. He's like hit or miss with me. I still haven't seen it, but you told me it's fucking like I don't. I have a less desire to see it now. But I liked Dunkirk was great.
Yeah, true. Dunkirk was great.
And The Dark Knight, like the second one, was really good. Interstellar was okay. I haven't seen Inception in a really long time.
You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll
His
get you an
third
answer.
Batman movie was fine. Can I kiss your
Raccoon
face?
City. You know, after the incident,
They take out his misogynistic line on this one, though.
try to save one person, 100
It's not even
others
really
die.
that bad.
I guess I changed too.
It's like, no, she like leaves and she's like, see you around, Leon. And he's like, huh,
Leon S.
women.
Kennedy.
Then it cuts away.
You haven't
And he
changed.
just kind of scoffs.
You just think you have.
So here's my question.
Oh, and
You
then the
changed.
last movie. When the chief's
Or
just
are you
shitting
just
on
trying
him.
to use me again?
Because he's an idiot.
What do you think?
There's like the whole scene where he's like falls
We're
asleep.
here.
And then like a truck like breaks through.
Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
This is Leon, stupid kid. At the behest of my friend, Leon
Story of my
F.
life.
Kennedy. I want an Art Thompson movie.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I'm Vincent? He fucking hated him. Who calls their best friend their first middle?
Ashley. There you are.
Oh, that's coming. Don't worry.
You
A
don't.
little ways off, but it is coming. And they're harder in this one, from what I can recall. Or at least to me, they were. There was like one section on my last where I actually like played through the whole thing where I got like stuck on a section with them where I'm like, I don't know if I have enough weapons to get through it now. There's a button on the other side of it. You gotta go around. No, you missed it. There's a little cave. Oh, gotcha. Knowledge was their treasure. Which can't believe, like, the initial
I have some good
title
welcome.
or concept
Got
for
some
Indiana Jones
rare
4 was
things on
Indiana
sale,
Jones and the
stranger.
Saucermen. Or the Saucer.
Anything else
And
I
I'm just
can
like, I really wish they just went with that.
Is that was actually
Yeah, because George Lucas was like, it's about Saucermen
That's
from
good
Mars, so
work, if I
that
do
should
say
be the
so
title.
myself.
And I respect that. I'm just like, if you're gonna go that way, you might as well just jump in.
A well-tuned weapon can make up for a
That just seems so
lack
bizarre.
of
Just imagining that on a movie poster where it's like a real legitimate movie that was directed and made. Just be like, yep.
There you are.
Or this, yeah, it's the
Pleasant
saucer people.
travels. Welcome.
Just like that just seems bizarre to me.
Suit yourself, stranger.
Well, that's cool. We've made progress. You've made a ton of progress. I think one more session would either be very close or done with it. Because I'm guessing probably 3 hours max. 4 if it's like you get stuck on like a
Like regenerator or something.
yeah, something like that. But it's mostly just like combat encounters and